Yo, 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 what's going on? It's like making the same video over and over again, but we will do it again. Um, uh, the whole try thing. As I've told y'all, I don't make this page a thing to where y'all, to where I want to argue and debate with people. I know what I know. I seen what I've seen. I tell you what I've seen. I don't have conspiracy theories. So bottom line is this, and I'll break it down in layman's term for y'all with the try thing. Yes, tries have existed before the American Bully. The thing about the try in the American Pit Bull Terrier was it was very rare. I mean, super rare. So yes, you can dig up photos from a million years ago, and you can be like, "Oh, look, there was this one and there was that one." But the problem is when you talk about the American Bully has the try in there very, 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 very prevalently. And what happened is that what I'm explaining to you in two folds about the tricolor and the American Bully is not only did the tricolor just take a big boom and come out of nowhere as far as the prevalence that it had in the American Bully, you know, nowadays with the DNA testing that tells you, the origins of your dogs, people's dogs test positive positive, but their dogs are coming back with Rottweilers behind some of their dogs. This is an obvious sign of where the tricolor came from. Much like the bulldog features that we see in the breed, when a desired trait was put into the breed, what happened is people was willing to cheat or do whatever they could to get those desired traits. With that being said, in a time where we wanted gigantic dogs and we also wanted try dogs, some people, wasn't willing to go to the few try dogs that there were out there. It was a point in time where it was like Kai and a few other try dogs, and they were like special because it wasn't a lot of try dogs. People didn't want to wait and go to them, and people didn't want to pay the price to go to them sometimes. So they would just miraculously say that, oh, I have this dog that has no try markers anywhere in his pedigree, and a female that has no try genes, no try markers anywhere in the pedigree, but all of a sudden, I've got all these try puppies. And and like I told y'all, it's been proven through DNA that this happened. You can't pinpoint every single dog that it happened with, but it has happened. And whether you want to keep on, if you want to debate the DNA test, if you want to debate me, if you want to debate, whoever, that's on you. But the truth is the truth, just like, when we talk about, like I say, the certain bulldog traits. If you believe that 100-pound dogs in one generation start producing 40-pound micros, if that's what you want to believe, go ahead and believe it. I'm not going to argue or debate with you. If you want to believe that, we went from a generation to where we had American bullies that looked like the Amstaff and the UKC pit bull, and then but bigger and a little bit bullier, and all of a sudden we went from that to a dog that looks like a bulldog in one generation, and you want to believe that, that's up to you. I believe in progression. Now, if we would have seen this thing happen to where you saw a couple, then a couple more, then a couple more, and this happens over a decade or so span because people are breeding towards that, that's one thing. But when it's 1 year, you don't see a trait, and then the next year it's just a boom and everybody got it and you start to see it everywhere, and the breed is totally changing, that's not realistic, man. And no matter how much y'all want to argue or debate with me, it's not realistic. That's not what happened. These DNA, the people at the labs, they're not making up the DNA test to say, oh yeah, they were really Rottweilers. We're just lying about it. It be what it be, man. Y'all believe it if you want to. You believe it, whatever. But the American Bully itself is like I said, I would say contaminated with probably more than 10, maybe a dozen breeds, because people just can't stick to what they're supposed to. That's why mandatory DNA testing is going to become a must. Until next one, peace.